I started selling antique jewelry as a kid. I was 13, a little younger than you, on St. Mark's in 1982. I kind of, went through this. I mean, I have such a crazy story, but I just kept selling on the street and kind of a little derelicty, and kind of got my shit together at 22. I just thought, you know what, I wanted to design instead of trying to find vintage pieces. And also, it seemed exciting to be innovative, like the idea of being innovative and creating something new that would be collectible kind of started coming into my head. I started working with the Lucite. It was just a weird, act of providence, but I just basically put a few ideas together, and it pretty much, in a weird way, it was successful right off the bat, but in a weird way it wasn't, because it was completely the opposite of what was going on at the time. It was like the Jill Sander, Helmut Lang time, so it was like super minimalistic, very little of anything, and there was no jewelry. I kind of was like obsessed with it. The minute I made it, I was kind of like, oh my god, this is great. I knew it was good, and I like showed it to people, but I was like secretive. I was like, no, you can't see it. Let me show it to you. This is a cuff that we designed, and it also serves as a weapon. This is also a cuff, so you put it on the back there. And these are all handmade and soldered. Let's see if I can shove this on my wrist. It's like a real transformer. It's kind of crazy. I think what makes, me unique and my company unique is that there's 3 completely different lines under one house that don't disappear. I mean, they're constantly progressing and moving forward. On a sales end, it's unique, but as a designer, it's unique too. And I think that if I had just stuck with one look, I would have started to feel stifled. And I'm super ADD, so I jumped from like one thing to the other to the other. And I'll have like design time, which is actually after this. And I'll just literally be sitting, there are different teams with each group, and I just jump from one to the other. And so yeah. This is a little bow pin, and we did a bow cuff for Grace Garrington for Vogue. So that was what we did this for. And then this is Elements, which is kind of like, we kind of describe it as like this bohemian feel, slightly 70s, like you're smoking a joint walking on the beach. It's mixed with a few other things, but this is La Lucite, and it runs the gamut. Here's all these like animal prints in different fluorescent colors. Oh, here's a good piece. This is a good piece, the bird head. This is a pigeon head that we chopped off just, I think, last week. But it actually is a pigeon head. We didn't chop it off last week. But these were knee pads that we did actually after Michael Jackson died. We did a tribute for Bizarre. And so these were these custom-made, nightmare-to-make knee pads that now we're going to send to Lady Gaga. But one of the things actually that is kind of great is we used everything from wood to metal to lucite. So it's one of the great things about being kind of a small size but big company. Like we're in the weird medium stage where we're like, oh, we're going to do a metal helmet, so here you go. We have a metal helmet coming. So we can, really just design, which keeps the line interesting. I like working with stylists just because it constantly is pushing you, and it stimulates me to keep designing. It doesn't have to sell. On any given week, I think we're working probably with at least 2 or 3 editorial shoots, in the sense that we're producing for them. I mean, we probably are shooting, I want to say something like 15 magazines a day. I work with everyone really everyone. You know, from Corinne Rockville to Marie Marie Suave to Grace Goddington,